Hi Anshuman, welcome to 12 Minutes to CLAT. So for the viewers, this is Anshuman Kishore Mishra. He received an All India rank 75 in CLAT 2020. Congratulations Anshuman to you for such amazing achievement this year. So Anshuman will be taking you guys through his entire struggle. I would say since 2020 was itself a struggle. And he'll tell you how he did CLAT 2020, what was his strategy and what was his journey all about. So Anshuman, yeah, over to you now. Tell us something about yourself and take us through this journey.
Hi everyone, my name is Anshuman Kishore Mishra and I got an All India rank of 75 in CLAT this year. And I am from a small village in Maharajganj district of Uttar Pradesh, and I did my schooling from Gorakhpur. And what sir didn't tell you was my score and rank in 2019. I scored 118 marks and got a rank of 5,000 in CLAT 2019. So I am a
Okay,
dropper this year.
Anshuman,
I was a dropper.
5,000 rank in CLAT 2019 and then 75 in CLAT 2020. It's a huge difference. There must have been a lot of questions in 2019 that would have come to your mind, to your parents' mind, and everybody's mind, whether this exam is actually for you. Because a lot of aspirants have been asking these questions to themselves. ये exam सच में उनके लिए है क्या? Because they performed so poorly in CLAT 2020. So what was going through your mind at that time, and how did you cope up with it? Is something that everybody would love to know.
So yeah, the CLAT 2019, after I got to see the results, it was a saddening experience for me. I felt rejected and hopeless like that. Like everybody's feeling right now who is not able to crack the CLAT this year. So it is same for like everyone. So my family continued supporting me and they told me to take some time out and chill out some time, like a week or two, watch some movies and read some good books. So after that mini vacation, I felt that energy to start again the preparation of CLAT. So yeah, I can say that taking a mini vacation helps.
Okay, so take 2 or 3 weeks off and then start off again with your preparation. So
Yeah,
Anshuman,
like
something that I would like
two
to,
weeks,
yeah.
like taking 2 weeks off is a good time to chill out and then start again because we only have 7 months remaining.
Yeah, that's
So
also true.
2 weeks is an ideal time.
Okay. Anshuman, something that I would like to ask you is, so 2019 strategy clearly did not work out really well for you, but in 2020 it worked out very well. So what was that change in strategy that you made from 2019 to 2020? Our viewers would really like to have your say on this as to how do they do it and what did you do?
So the thing is, when I gave CLAT in 2019, I didn't know much about CLAT. So I did not have that particular strategy. But yeah, I got to know that legal was the tiebreaker, so I decided to focus more on accuracy in legal. But when I again started preparation for CLAT 2020, I decided to start with a strategy. So that strategy also had to change, or I should say that I had to revamp the strategy after the pattern change. But the strategy was same like for everyone, that everybody does the same thing, that to find your strong point and weaker point and work on the stronger points, and also try to make the weaker points your new strong points. So that is same for everybody, but people can find by giving mocks and all. So my weak point was mathematics, so I decided to make a strong point. But in CLAT 2020 I couldn't do much in mathematics because I had no time to do the mathematics because paper was a bit lengthy. But yeah, the thing is that whatever is your strong point and weak point, there are some things that affects everybody. That is, in a paper like CLAT, the reading speed and the accuracy are the two much more important things. For whatever is your strategy, you have to always work on the reading speed and the accuracy of your marks, your attempts. So the thing is, I for increasing the speed, I used to do read newspaper articles with a stopwatch with me. So
Okay.
like the bigger opinion articles, I try to do it in 4 minutes, like 3.5 to 4 minutes, and the smaller articles, the editorial ones, I try to do them within 2 minutes. So I think these are ideal time, but obviously there are people who can do much more faster. There are my friends who could do the bigger ones in like 3 minutes itself.
Okay.
So that accuracy comes into play.
So I
And
think
for
that
the
speed also comes with time, I guess. When you start reading a lot,
yeah,
these
yeah.
articles and all, it comes with time.
Like for me, when I started reading the articles, the bigger ones took 6 minutes. But as I finished my preparation, then my time was reduced to like 4 and 3.5 minutes. So it comes with times, uh, and also with the accuracy. The thing is that you can increase your accuracy by giving mocks, and
Definitely.
after mocks you have to analyze the mock. And there is a tip for that. You should analyze the mock just half an hour or an hour after giving the mock, because then you remember most of the questions and you can analyze your mistakes very well. And you should try next time to not do the same mistakes, then only you can increase your accuracy.
That is a very good point, actually. So, what do you have to say about the number of attempts? See, most of us understand that we have to do so many mocks till the end that we should be able to see 150 questions. What is the ideal? We understand that it depends on the difficulty level of the question paper, but what is the general trend that you see that these are the number of questions that people attempt and they become successful? What was your attempt? I mean, the number of attempts and so on.
So, like for an average person, the average number of attempts in a paper like CLAT should be anything between 125 to 135 to 140. Obviously, there are people who do 145 attempts or 146 attempts, but there is minus marking. So, unless you are not so sure, you should not do. You should not just fluke on every question. You should not make flukes on every question. You should do like an ideal. I did like 132 questions. So 130,
Okay.
135 is an ideal number of attempts in exam like CLAT.
That is true. So, Anshuman, there must
Yeah.
have been a lot of other CLAT aspirants with you who could not do so well in CLAT 2020 as you could because you followed a particular strategy. So, what were that common mistake? What were those common mistakes that most of them made during the strategy, and that is why they could not do well?
Like for this year's CLAT, there were many faults on the authorities parts also, but we have to focus more on the aspirant side. So many of my friends couldn't clear CLAT this year, and this is not that is not a big thing. It happens in an exam, in a competitive exam. People clear and people do not clear. So the thing that the main reason behind that, I think, was that they couldn't do much more number of questions. Like they did only like 100 questions or 95 questions or like 110 questions, and many of them were wrong.
Yeah.
So the main thing that is people underestimate the importance of reading speed in an exam like CLAT, because there much more of your marks depend how fast you read and how much questions do you attempt. Because if you attempt only 120 questions, you cannot get 125 marks.
That's true.
You will always get like 10 marks less than your attempts. If you attempt 130 questions, you will get like if your accuracy is very good, then you will get like 120 marks if
So,
you have attempted
Anshuman,
130 questions.
my
So
question is
you have to.
My question is, how did mock test help you? Because you must have done a lot of mock tests, and there would have been other students who did not do as many as you did. Did mock test help you a lot in devising your strategy finally for the exam?
So I did like 55 to 60 mocks this year because there was an extended period of time also.
Yeah,
So I did like 55 mocks, and we all know that paper was a bit different than mocks, but still mocks help us to like make our strategy. We make different strategy, and we should try out all our strategies in for like we should try one strategy for like 2 mocks, like 3 mocks, and after 10 or 12 mocks we will find out the ideal strategy for us, like the ideal sequence of sections to attempt, and how much time to devote for each section. And we should always keep that strategy flexible. Like if there is one tougher section, we should not waste much time on a tough question of a tough section, because we have to do other sections also.
that's
And
true.
one tough question can make you go out of the race. So you have to focus on which question to do and which to not do.
That is also very important. I think that experience
So
comes when you do a lot of mocks.
mocks helps us in that in understanding that thing, that strategy.
Okay, Anshuman, one question, one last thing. Any message that you would like to give to our viewers and the CLAT aspirants for 21 and 22 and years after that also, that they should abide by something that was your success mantra when you were actually studying for CLAT and was a CLAT aspirant?
So my advice to all the aspirants is that uh, see there are we can only make efforts, and results are not in our hands. So we have to understand that. And yeah, we obviously we feel sad when we do not get the desired results, but there is nothing we can do other than starting again the preparation and making our efforts again and again. Like if you refer Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna also said that we can just make efforts, and for that you need motivation continuously throughout your time of preparation. So the thing I did, which is a weird thing to do, but yeah, I did like I used to open the Google Maps and see the pictures of campus of our dream college. Like, and you can also see the various campus tours on the YouTube, so it helps. And you can also refer to your friends and family members for motivation. You can also see the various success stories of many other aspirants on the YouTube. The interviews you can see, so it helps.
That is very important. Absolutely. So something that you have to motivate yourself, and you have to do things that actually motivates you yourself, right? So last question to you for the day. There are certain students who would want to start again, and they would start with all the zeal. But during their preparation, say something happens, they score low in mock tests, or their friends are doing better than them, then this is slightly demoralizing for them. How to cope up with that?
So, like, if one of your friends scores more than you, then you should not worry about that, because see, everybody is different. So, if he's scoring more than you, then you should like talk to him or ask him that how he's scoring that much marks, and you can also improvise your strategy according to that, and you can also ask your mentors regarding that. And when you like when you are giving mocks and you are trying out different strategies, then obviously some strategy will work for you and you will score high marks, and some strategy will not work for you and you'll score low marks. That is not very, you have to not very much panic about that, because when you try different strategies, then marks will be like high and low. But
Okay.
you have to keep trying, and again, to you should analyze the mocks, and you should try to avoid the mistakes. Like when you have done some mistakes in these mocks, so you have to try to not do the same mistakes in other mocks. And surely the increasing marks are enough source of motivation for anybody. Like if you are getting successive increases in the number of marks in every mock, then it will motivate you.
So basically, learn from your own mistakes and boost up your morale by
Yeah.
looking at the positive sides of the others. As to what good are they doing, you should inculcate that in your strategy and learn from your mistakes also by analyzing the mocks properly. Anshuman, thank you so much. It was an extremely fruitful talk with you. I think this is going to help a lot of students, and you are going to be a source of inspiration to a lot of CLAT aspirants this year and for years to come also. We wish you all the best for your life in LSIU Bangalore for next 5 years and for your career ahead as a very successful lawyer. Thank you so much for giving your time to 12 minutes to CLAT. It was a pleasure talking with you. Congratulations again, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for calling me on your platform and giving me opportunity to express myself. I hope it helps other students and they score well in upcoming CLAT and other exams.